here at Corsi Senior Center, and she's going to come up and tell us what the center means to her. It's clear when you hear from her how vital and important it is in her life. And in walking around the center yesterday and seeing the seniors really enjoying the activities, the food, and the computers, it just was clear how much this center means within the community. Ada, would you come up and say a few words?
Hello, my name is Ada Bowles. I'm a senior, I'm 65 years old, and I've been going to the centers for at least the last 5 years. I've been in the community on and off for a long time. The settlement services have helped me a lot, starting with child care when my son was 3, and it was one of the happiest days when I can put him someplace that he was safe and go to work. And at that time, I used to do a lot of volunteering in terms of going to my friend's center. I used to give up my lunch hour to go help serve the lunches. I had no idea that I was going to be on the other end of that some years later, and so I was glad he was there. But the reason that I'm here, as a rule, I like to keep a low profile. I don't like to talk to more than 4 people at a time. So this is a little bit hard, not in terms of the ability, because I don't have any fear, but it's just that it's not something I'm comfortable at this stage of my life. So, but one of the things they said for a minute or 2 minutes. One of the things I thought that I could do is to tell you about some of my favorite words. And I wrote them down here, and they're not very clever or perfect, but the main thing is I think we look for joy. And this is one of the things we find in our center. And we find other seniors, so we find our peers that are the seniors. They give us a lot of information in terms of prevention. In terms, we have classes to prevent diabetes, high blood pressure. And my grandmother always told me how that was very important, if you can prevent things. One of my favorite stories I can remember is that this guy I used to work with used to tell me how well he was doing and how all these things he was running, he was exercising, he was eating small portions, he had lost like 40 pounds. And I said, but what happened? And he said, I had a heart attack. And I said, oh, okay. And then I said, well, and he kept on saying this story every day. And then one day, and I was sort of interested, but what came to me was, well, I said, well, what would happen if you did that before you had the heart attack? He said, well, nobody does that. You know, so I said, but what if you're aware of it? That it could happen, or it could happen in your family. So awareness is one of my words. And what happens is, and of course I included children because I can't live without them, and to having the courage to stand for what you believe. And sometimes it's easy and sometimes it's not. But the main thing that I believe is tenacity. And these centers and these people around us have shown us how with tenacity, if you don't have anything else, if you have faith and tenacity, you can accomplish almost anything. And these people, sometimes with more funding, sometimes with less funding, have been in the community for years and years. In my awareness, for at least 40. I don't know how much longer before that. But the thing about it is that they have the opportunity to make friends with our peers, with people with other groups we ordinarily wouldn't interact, like have lunch with people we hardly met, or that they belong to other groups. We celebrate each other's differences. So the cultural awareness has been really good. And all of this brings us joy. And the thing about it is that we want to continue to do that, and anything that you can do for that purpose to help us maintain our joy and to be able to enjoy it after we work hard for a lot of years, and now we depend on you guys. Thank you.
Para concluir, lo que nos dice Ada, una representante del Corsi, es que simplemente el centro es un lugar donde venimos a conseguir alegría y gozo, y si nos quitan eso, nos quitan el alma. Aquí es donde venimos a conseguir un poquito de paz, y si nos quitan esa oportunidad, simplemente nos están matando.
I just wanted to briefly thank Isabel Isabella Geriatric Center for being here today, as well as Chris Miller from the New York City Department of the Aging. So as you can see, our seniors' lives will be deeply affected by this potential change. We need your help in getting the word out. Please visit our website at www.fpwa.org to take action, to contact your elected official. Do we want to do a little chant?
Yeah, let's say it. Don't be fooled.
Don't be fooled. Save our centers. Don't be fooled. Save our centers. Don't be fooled. Save our centers. Don't be fooled. Save our centers.
Don't be fooled.
Save our centers.
Guys, want to get tight for a picture?
Becky, come over here.
If we can get some senior participants kind of for the front of those, that'd be good. There we go. All right, lovely. Thank you. Awesome.